Joy, joy, God's great joy. Joy, joy, down in my soul. Sweet, beautiful, soul-saving joy. Oh, joy, joy in my soul. Welcome to Women's Let's Talk. I'm Yvonne. I'd like to take time to welcome any new viewers to Women's Let's Talk and encourage you to please go back and watch previously recorded videos when we talked on the subject of self-care. When is it your turn? And the 5 self-care practices. I pray that each and every one of you have had an amazing week and that your weekend will be an enjoyable one. Over the past weeks, I have been speaking on 5 simple self-care practices that we as women can apply to help transform our lives for a more balanced living. Number 1, we talked about setting limits. 2, we talked about telling the truth. 3, we talked about avoid the wishy-washy language. And 4, which was just last week, we talked about not opening up your decision for debate. Now today, I'm going to conclude the discussion of self-care, when is it your turn, with practice number 5. Don't be afraid to say no, giving an absolute no. Now, we know that people make requests and or demands of us, but we can't be afraid to say no. Try to resist the urge of explaining or having to justify your position when you say no to a request that just doesn't work for you. It doesn't agree with you. Your needs alone are more than enough reason to decline doing anything out of a sense of guilt, fear, or obligation. For many professionals, saying no at work can be quite difficult, and I'm sure that you all have experienced that just as I have myself. But whether your employer is asking you to stay late, come in early, take on a new project, or help another employee with their own workload, sometimes you feel it's impossible to decline, even if you really know that you should. You have been trained to believe that you must constantly go above and beyond the call of duty if you want to succeed. While it is true that you have to work hard to achieve greatness, a problem also arises when we become so consumed with our work that we almost literally change ourselves to the desk and phones. And I have that experience often myself. But applying this practice, this 5th practice that I'm about to share with you, I've gotten better. And so I don't feel so chained to my desk and to my phone on my job. Oftentimes, it's just easy to say yes. And that's what we do. We say yes and we hammer out the details later on. Or we stress out in our own private office space while frantically we're trying to figure out just how in the world are we going to get everything done. We believe it's best to say yes because we want to avoid conflict or a long drawn out debate as to why we're saying no. We want to keep from disappointing other people, especially our supervisors. And we want to just keep everybody happy. But everyone is kept happy except for ourselves. We are so far from the truth when we're saying yes for these reasons when we really should be saying no. We must understand that no is not a rejection of the person or their need, but it is a matter of just redirecting a course of action that you believe would be in the best interest for all persons involved, whether everyone agrees to your decision or not. In life, there are many things we just don't have time to do. We can't do everything, and we certainly shouldn't try. Everything may be important, and to somebody it certainly is, but everything ought not be a priority for you. You must have a clear idea of your priorities. There are times when you should not only feel comfortable with saying no, but obligated to saying no for your own sake as well as for the sake of others. Some of those times might be when your time is just maxed out. It may be when it appears that your life is out of balance and things seems to be crumbling around you. It may be at times when you do not feel comfortable in just doing it. Ladies, although yes may be the typical answer to requests and or demands asked of us, there are instances where saying no is our best choice. When it's time for you to say no, it would be good if you could offer an alternate solution. Now, I want to take a moment to talk with you all about that no list. I mentioned the no list on last week. And so we're going to talk a bit about the no list. Now, you may want to take some time after this video discussion. You may want to just take some time to sit and give some thought to the things that you are constantly saying yes to, but know that you must begin to respond with a no, an absolute no. Once you've done this, you create your no list of those things and keep yourself mindful of your list. Now, no list, we all know that there's the National Registry do not call list. There's the state's no call list. I even found out that Panera Bread and Whole Foods have a no-no list. And the no-no list is a list of unacceptable ingredients for food and their foods. You have the daily to-do list. So why can't we have a no list? Your list might include requests and or demands that when asked, you really feel it's something that that individual can absolutely do themselves. There may be things that frustrate you when asked. Things that drain your energy could possibly be on your no list. Things that leave you bored and irritated. Things that you just don't care to do only for the sake of because others are expecting you to do them. So those are some of the things that may appear on your no list. But I think if we were to do this no list, which I have done the no list, and I've applied this before and I continue to apply it daily, and as I said, I'm getting better at saying no and definitely comfortable at saying no and not having to give justifiable reason as to why I'm saying no, but most importantly, saying no with a clear mind and knowing that my decision is in the best interest of myself as well as in the best interest of serving others. Now, remember that everything it starts with you. Making up your mind about where and what you're going to do. My life, ladies, have truly been enriched from this teaching, self-care, when is it your turn, and the 5 simple self-care practices. And I truly do pray that yours has been enriched and impacted as well. I pray that God will guide us into making decisions and choices in the right way, in a way that will allow us to experience more balanced living. And at the end of our day, all the choices and the decisions that we have to make, some consciously, some unconsciously, and some having to give thought to, and we have to ponder. At the end of the day, when we lie down, we can have sweet sleep at night, knowing that we've made the right decision, the best decision, as service to not only you, but to others as well. So until next time, here's to a cup of joy for you.